National Vice President of the Fraternity Order of Police is Joe Gamaldi. He's here, also former NYPD cop, current Houston Police Lieutenant. It's good to see you. Appreciate it. Is this a step in the right direction?
Yeah, I think what you're seeing is that everyone is now realizing that the soft on crime revolving door criminal justice system has been an unmitigated disaster. And the voters and the constituents are making very clear to their elected officials that we are no longer going to tolerate chaos and disorder in our streets. We want safe communities. And to New York's credit, at least they're trying to address the subway crime. I mean, subway crime is up 45%. But it's important to understand we can put additional resources in there. And the brave men and women of law enforcement, we're going to arrest people, we're going to put them in jail. But down the back end, if we have rogue DAs like Alvin Bragg who aren't going to charge these criminals, who aren't going to throw the book at them, they're going to be right back out on the streets to continue to commit crimes. So the enforcement is just one component.
Yeah, this is the D.C. mayor, actually, on sort of that issue. Take a listen.
I want to make something clear. We don't want to lock up our kids, but we might have to if they're using guns. All right, it's just that simple. Because not only are they using guns, they're victims of guns.
I'm not really sure what the point she was trying to make there. What I heard, though, was we might have to if they're using guns, which is interesting considering how Muriel Bowser feels about guns in other ways and other people who own guns. That aside, are there going to be enough police officers to be able to lock these folks up? Is what you're seeing and the change you're seeing from Kathy Hochul, maybe a little bit in Oregon, perhaps a little bit in D.C., enough to reverse the trend of police departments not being able to hire folks?
Well, I certainly don't think it's going to be enough to reverse the trend because police officers in this country have been treated like crap for the better part of a decade. So people who are interested in a life of service and taking this job, they're voting with their feet and they're doing something else because they know they're not going to get a fair shake as a police officer. But to Washington, D.C., I mean, homicides are up 38%. Carjackings are up 100%. Maybe we're going to have to lock people up that commit a crime with a gun. I mean, are you kidding me? No. Anybody who does a crime in Washington, D.C., or any city for that matter with a firearm should be looking at the maximum. I mean, here we are having a national conversation about gun controls and gun laws. We don't even enforce the laws that we have right now. They're constantly giving probation and deferred adjudication to those who commit violent crimes with guns. It's complete insanity. We have the tools in front of us now to enforce these crimes and throw the book at these dirtbags who are robbing people at gunpoint.
It's pretty interesting, right? Because 4 years ago, when there were riots across America and Donald Trump suggested bringing in the National Guard, it was an affront to democracy. Using the National Guard was gonna completely end the experiment, if you will, if we stopped people from looting and rioting. But now all of a sudden it's Democrats who are bringing in the National Guard. What does that tell you about the change in public opinion?
Well, I think the voters are making themselves clear when they threw, rogue DA Chesa Boudin out on his ass just a few weeks ago. And we're starting to see it nationwide. Voters have they've had enough of it. But an interesting concept, because in D.C., where they defunded their police department, they were calling for the National Guard. So let me get this straight. You don't want police officers in your neighborhood, but you want to bring in armed military instead to enforce the laws. Here's an idea. Let's support our police departments. Let's vehemently prosecute violent criminals. And let's make sure we can take our communities back and provide opportunities for those that live in those communities.
I think it was in Massachusetts there was a talk of bringing in the National Guard to some schools. Joe, thank you very much as always. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.